What's good, maniacs and bookworms alike? This is your boy Media Fiend, and we are back with another Media Fiend Book Club for you. And in today's Media Fiend Book Club, man, I am pretty excited to get to this book. But before I get into this book, just know that your boy Media Fiend's reviews, when I review a book, I get excited. I get excited to talk about books because I love reading. And sometimes I get super excited. I tend to sometimes give away plots and endings and stuff like that. So, before you watch this video, before I ruin this for you by mistake, pause this, go read this book. It's in the title. Come back and let me know what you think. But anything after this, I apologize. But without further ado, we're diving right into it. Let's dive into I Found the Boogeyman Under My Brother's Crib. Let's read what this says. This says, the boogeyman is waiting to tuck you in. Rachel's parents have a simple rule: 5 hours of sleep. No more, no less. But after 6 months of this simple schedule, Rachel's exhausted mind plays tricks on her. She sees things that can't be real, like the boogeyman in her little brother's room. When no one believes her, Rachel takes matters into her own hands, but her sleep-deprived state blurs the line between reality and nightmare. The grotesque figure with too many teeth just a hallucination? Or is there something sinister lurking in the shadows? A gripping tale of family expectations and the horrors that hide in plain sight. From Ben Farthing, the king of creepy. Okay, so what does your boy say about I Found the Boogeyman Under My Brother's Crib? I absolutely loved this book. This, Mr. Farthing, is a banger. This book right here was so good. It told the story of this girl, Lisa, I think her name was, or Rachel. Her parents, for some reason, had this thing where she was only allowed to get 5 hours of sleep. Like, what the hell? And they said that it helps the mind process and blah, 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 blah. And she had like a schedule. It was summer vacation. And she was only allowed sleeping from 11 to 4. Yeah, she was only allowed sleeping from 11 to 4. And then she had to wake up at 4 and start her day. She was only allowed 5 hours of sleep a day. So she was exhausted. And it just started like 6 months ago. And I don't know what the hell kind of people do this, but they would get mad at her for wanting to sleep more. And she was waking up in the middle of the night, hearing noises in her brother's room, and she would go in, and there's this figure standing over her brother, trying to scare him. And it was crazy, and she would freak out. And then when her parents would come in, the figure would be gone. Like, she would hear singing and stuff like that. It was the boogeyman. And so she tells her neighbor about the boogeyman, and come to find out that her neighbor's mom and aunt or friend or whatever saw the boogeyman when they were younger. Like, the boogeyman actually exists. And the thing is, the boogeyman in this story is not trying to harm kids. The boogeyman is trying to save them in a weird way, because when a child does something very naughty to the point they can get hurt or killed, the boogeyman will come and scare them straight. He's not trying to take them away. He's not trying to do nothing. He's trying to scare them straight. Well, scare them straight. This book does. This book had everything. It had this creeps. It had a little bit of funniness. You felt for the main character. Her parents were freaking psycho. Like, her parents were crazy to make a rule like you're only allowed 5 hours of sleep. Like, you can't have no more sleep. 5 hours a day. That's it. That's all you're allowed to have. I mean, Me personally, I can work off 5 hours of sleep. I do it all the time. But I mean, a young kid trying to, she's 16, going on 17, and this whole new schedule, and they're not like helping her out. And then it doesn't matter if she wakes up and freaks out. She only is allowed to sleep until 4 o'clock, no matter what. That's the deadline. 4 o'clock a.m., you're up, you're done, it's game over. So the part when she falls asleep in the brother's closet to trap the boogeyman was insane. And the plot twist at the end, guys, mwah, chef's kiss. The whole ending of this book, like the whole book was good, but the ending was like, holy shit. Like, I was reading and the ending came, boy, and I was like, holy hell, that was an ending. That is how you end a story. Excuse me. That is how you end a book, man. Oh my God, it was such an amazing ending. I'll tell you what, your boy's going to give us a score. This is a 4.5 out of 5. That ending gave it another 0.5 push because I don't want to give it away. Like, this is one of those endings I really want to talk about. I really want to talk about this ending, but I don't want to give it away, but I have to. So, okay. So anyway, I'm just going to tell you. I'm sorry. I have to. This is one of them ones I'm going to spoil the ending. But I told you to read the book before I get into this. So at the end of the book, you find out that the boogeyman who was tormenting Rachel and her brother was her neighbor. Okay? Her neighbor dug a tunnel under her basement because the boogeyman haunted her house back in the day. And when they sold the house, or when they bought the house, they had filled in the thing to make it a one floor. So there was a basement. So the neighbor was burrowing through the basement, up through the floor, coming out and scaring her little brother. Okay? He's about her age. You know what I'm saying? And anyway, at the end of the book, she falls asleep in the closet and he pushes the thing and takes the baby down in there, and they're looking for the baby. They're calling the police and everything. They can't find the baby brother. Here, she goes down the hole under the bed because he's burrowing under the bed. And the whole time, she was thinking that it was a whole nother universe, but it was a mirror image that she was seeing. And then when she lifted it up, it was a hole, okay? So she goes down in the hole and she follows him to his base, or she goes through the tunnel and it leads to his shed out in the back of his yard. And he has the baby, and it's this whole like thing happening, craziness happening. He's gonna kill the baby, like he's going crazy. He's saying, no, we have to stop. They're not scared enough, blah, blah, blah. Like he lost his shit. Well, as this is going on, all of a sudden the mood changes. Then there's this smell. And here the real boogeyman shows up behind him. The real boogeyman shows up behind him and takes his ass. Yeah. So the actual boogeyman comes and takes him. So that was cool. That ending, man, was just chef's kiss, man. Oh, I'm not even doing it justice. You got to read this book so you can read that ending. It was amazing. The ending was so good. I found the boogeyman under my brother's bed. 110% recommend you check this one out, guys. 4.5, Ben Farthing. You understood the assignment on this one. This was the good one. I'm telling you what, this is probably the best one of your series. Just saying, this is the best one. All right. And now, time to get into the next read your boy Media Fiend has decided to jump into. And I just recently picked this one up at Barnes & Noble. And we're going to read this. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty beefy. It is 311 pages, not counting the special features that's in the back of it. And this book is the 50th anniversary edition of Jaws. You know, I think you might know Jaws. There was a little movie made about a shark. You know, that's only one of the scariest summer movies of all time. And yeah, so we're going to read the novelization, which is, the novel came out before the movie. So, but yeah, anyways, let's read the back of this one. I already started it, not too far ahead, but yeah. The shark versus man classic that inspired the blockbuster Steven Spielberg movie. Now a 50th anniversary edition with an exclusive foreword from the author's wife, renowned ocean conservation advocate Wendy Benkley. A great white shark terrorizes the beautiful summer getaway of Amityville Island, and a motley group of men take to the water to do battle with the beast. A heart-pounding novel of suspense and a brilliant meditation of the nature of humanity. Jaws is one of the most iconic thrillers ever written. In addition to Wendy Benkley's foreword, this edition features bonus content from Peter Beckley, archives, including the manuscript's original typed title page, a brainstorming list of possible titles, a letter from Beckley to film producer David Brown with candid feedback on the movie adaptation, and excerpts from Beckley's book Shark Trouble, highlighting his first-hand account of writing Jaws, selling it to Universal Studios, and working with Steven Spielberg. After writing Jaws in the early 70s, Peter Beckley was actively engaged with science and filmmakers, and over the ensuing decades joined many expeditions around the world as they expanded their knowledge of sharks and shark behavior. He encouraged each new generation of Jaws fans to enjoy his riveting tale and to channel their excitement into support and protection of these magnificent prehistoric apex predators. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we're going to be diving into Jaws next. So this is a beefy book. This might take a little while, but we're going to get it done and get it going. So, Jaws. Dun, 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 dun. Nah. But anyways, all right, guys. All that being said, I love you guys. Thank you guys. Don't forget, if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button along with them bell notifications. That way, when your boy throws up one of these book clubs, you're in the know. And by all means, come on and comment, guys. Let me know what you think. If you read the book, if you want to read the book, let me know in the comment section. Let's bring it alive. So, all right. With all that being said, I love you guys. Thank you guys. And until we meet again, this is your boy M3diaFi3nd saying, as always, be chill, and we out. And grab yourself a good book. Love you guys. Peace.